Hey, you guys, it's your girl Aquila coming straight at you from Diva-Villege. My mind, my thoughts. I'm glad to be here tonight. You guys saw I was doing a lot of different stuff. What up, Lee? Hey, Ann. You guys are the first ones to come in tonight. I'm going to preach for you tonight because I'm going to try to get some souls and stuff saved. Thank you guys for coming in tonight. My topic tonight is no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's right, Ann. 100%. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. And I know a lot of people think when I say no weapons, I'm thinking about like a knife, a gun, or a bomb or something like that. But it doesn't have to be anything like that to be considered a weapon. A weapon can be anything that you use against a person. That's what you would consider to be a weapon. So let's start out by saying this right here. And remember, this show, don't take anything personal. My mind, my thought. This is just my opinion. And somebody may disagree with me, and that's okay because it's my opinion. Now, a lot of people, I'm going to start off by saying it like this. A lot of people block their blessings trying to do something to you, trying to hurt you and trying to get back at you. They blocking their blessings. People are looking for things to happen and they don't realize why it's not happening for them because, wow, it's here, my friends. All right, Ann, you know what to do. You go ahead and share. You bring your people in. People block their blessings because they're trying to hurt somebody else. I've always been told that where you put all your energy and all your focus, that's where it goes right there. So if you're always concentrating or fixated on trying to get even with somebody else or trying to do something to somebody else, it comes back to you. And a lot of times it comes back to you worse than what you dished out because you're trying to hurt somebody else instead of just forgetting about that person and move on and do your own thing and stay in your own lane. So let's get started. So, hey, Sandy. So we already talked about people blocking their blessings by doing things against you to try to hurt you. But in reality, they're actually just hurting themselves. So let's start with this right here. Kids. Now, the reason why I'm starting with kids, because there are different type of relationships where people use their kids. Hey, Lee, what's going on, girl? People use their kids as a pawn. You have women and men. So it's not just one-sided, but it's mostly women. That they will say to a man, if I can't be with you, you're not going to see your kid. What kind of stupidness is that? Because you know what happens? He doesn't want to be with you. And because he doesn't want to be with you, the one who's going to, what's the word I'm looking for? The one who's going to be hurt behind it is going to be the child. It's not going to be you because he doesn't care that you are hurt. But that child is being hurt. And why is that child being hurt? Because you say to him, if you don't want to be with me, you can't see your child. No weapon formed against me should prosper. So when you tell him this, he's going to not spend time with the kid. But guess what? He's probably going to go out, meet somebody else, and have another kid by somebody else. So by you doing that, what good did you do? Did you block a blessing for somebody? Yeah, you blocked it for yourself because now the help that you would have been getting, now you're going to have to run out. You're going to have to run to court. You're going to have to go crazy trying to get somebody to help you when all you had to do was just stay in your lane and just let things go the way they were going. But people, they don't want to do that because everybody want to be in charge. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to feel as though, you know what? I got one up on you. I got something on you. So guess what? If I don't do this, you can't do that. You've heard so many times recently on the news and everything. I mean, I don't read the news, but I will go to the internet from time to time. And it's on Facebook, so everything's on Facebook. But Lisa says, story of my son's life right now. All right, Lee, let's put your comment right there. So you understand exactly what I'm saying because it's happened. You've heard these situations that these men, they don't want to deal with these women. They don't want to deal with child support and stuff. They're taking these kids out and they're killing them. It's a sad situation. I was reading where this man put his kid in a car and he tied the doors together and set the car on fire. Why? Because She doesn't want to be with you. Come on, honey. Come on. Come on. That ain't how we get down. You don't use your kids as a what, like a chess piece or something. You don't use your kids to try to get what you want. The word I'm looking for is pawn. You don't use your kid as a pawn to get what you want. You understand what I'm saying? You can't do that. Any weapon formed against you will not prosper. So when you go out and you try to hurt me, in the process of hurting me, well, you're going to hurt yourself in the process. Keep that in mind too. Another thing, let's take this down. People use money, okay? You know I don't have any money, but you do. But you're going to try to control me by, okay, well, if you do this, I'll give you the money. But if you're going to give me the money because you see that I need the money, why does there have to be some stipulations on it? Why can't you just give it to me unconditionally? I had a friend that I was working with. This was years ago. I was working with this girl. And she used to say to me that she was seeing this guy. And every time they had an argument or they were about to break up, he would say to her, oh, well, we stay together and I'll buy you a coat. Well, baby girl, you can buy your own self a coat. And if you can't afford it, put it on layaway. Save your money until you can get it. But again, this is somebody using something against you. They're not going to get anything out of it either. But at the same time, look at the situation that you put yourself in because you're going with stupidness like that. Hey, Antoinette, how are you? And thank you for inviting your friends to watch the show tonight. I really appreciate that. Sandy said that she'd rather stay broke. Well, Sandy, sometimes that's the best way to be, is to stay broke because people use stuff like that against you. Again, it becomes a weapon. A weapon doesn't have to be anything that you can touch. It doesn't have to be that. It could be something mental or anything, something that somebody is holding against you or using against you, something that somebody is doing to make you do something against your will. So, okay, I don't have any money, but I need money. So you want me to do some stuff that I know is not going to happen? Nah, I don't think so, buddy. Like Sandy said, I'll just stay broke. Thank you again, Antoinette. I really appreciate it. Another thing that people use against people is sex. Come on, you guys. This is like the oldest trick in the book, that you're going to use sex with somebody. I don't want to have sex with you. So you know what? This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. So you don't want to have sex with that person because you're using this against the person. Why? Because the person is not doing whatever it is that you want them to do. So you know what they're going to do? Whether it's he or she, they're going to go out and they're going to find someone who want to have sex with them. You know what I'm saying? But you're holding it over to the side because what you're thinking is, if I don't do this right here, if I don't give him or her sex, they're going to do what I say. You can't control people. You can't hold things over people, trying to make people do what you want them to do, because it doesn't work. People try these things all the time, and it always ends up backfiring in your face because you cannot force people to do things that you want them to do. You know, give everybody a break. The way I look at it, if I ask you to do something for me, you're either going to say to me yes or you're going to say no. If you say no, Aquila, I'm not going to do it, then I have to respect it. I can't just come out and start trying to like hold stuff against you or blackmail you and stuff like that, because what am I going to get at the end? You know what I'm saying? Okay, because I may blackmail you, you may say, all right, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just do it. But at the long run, what am I going to get out of it? It's going to always be something held over my head because of what? Nonsense? I don't think so. And how about this, you guys? Shared secrets. You ever tell somebody something and you're like, okay, this is just between me and you. Don't tell nobody. But then, you know, say something happened and they're like, you know what? Remember when you told me so and so and so? Come on, you know? Come on. Now, this is reality TV, but today I was watching Basketball Wives, right? And one girl shared a secret with another one. And it was a personal secret that she shouldn't have shared it at all. But once they got out amongst everybody, and this girl was trying to break up these two friendships. So in the process of her trying to break up these two friendships, the secret that was shared with her, she decides just to blab it out to everybody. Come on. Sometimes you don't even know who to share your secrets and stuff with because you don't even know how it's going to come back or who they're going to go and tell. The last thing a person can say to me was, you know what? Remember what you told me about so and so and so? Because one thing about me, I can tell you this right here. If I can say it behind your back, I can say it in your face. So if somebody comes to you and say, Aquila said this, nah, Aquila didn't say that. Because the thing about Aquila, if she has something that she has to say, she's going to come to me and she's going to say, you're not going to be able to blackmail me on something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they say, no weapons formed against me should prosper. So when you're going out trying to hurt me, in the long run, you're going to hurt yourself because I can't be hurt by stuff like that. The thing is that people don't realize either is only time people can hurt you is when you allow them to hurt you. If somebody does something to you and you make a big deal and you know that, and they know I've gotten to you, that's the only way that it can hurt you. I went to New Orleans a couple of weeks back. I went to New Orleans and I was saying to people on my job, right? And this is just to show you how people are. I was saying, I'm going to go to the Whitney plantation. I want to sit where the slaves were at. I want to feel them around me for them to touch me and stuff. When I came back, this girl was saying to me, well, you know what? Until you've been back for a while and you got yourself together, I don't want you to come near me because whatever you got with the slaves touching you, I don't want that all over me. Okay. Nothing can bother you unless you believe it. And it's not a whole lot of stuff that I believe in that can hurt me. Basically, to myself, the only thing that can hurt me is me. Why? Because I give into things like this, and then it's going to hurt me. Shared secrets, again, if somebody tells you something and they tell you between you and them, this is not something for you to go out and tell everybody else once you are upset or once you ask this person to do something and they don't want to do it. This is not the time there to try to get even or one up on that person. This is not the time there to start sharing your secrets and telling other people's business. No, people, that's just not the way we do it. That's not the way we do it. Listen, if it says no weapons formed against me should prosper, so when you go out and you tell that person's secret, what do you think is going to happen to you? Remember, you told somebody something too. And it may not be that person, and it may not be the next person, but somebody's going to come out with something also. Hey, Seth, what's up, girl? Somebody's going to come out also with something that you said. And what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? People take things that you say and they try to use it against you. But the only way that it can hurt you is if you allow it to hurt you. You can't give in to what people are saying and what people are doing about you. Here's another one. People take pictures and stuff of you. And every picture that we take is not flattering. I mean, with me, I try to get my pictures in there right. Always make sure my hair's right. What's going on, boo-boo? Make sure my hair and everything's right. But sometimes you do get a bad picture. So people get pictures of you, and the pictures is not so flattering, or it's just not something that you want anybody to see. So what do? The minute you get mad with them or they mad with you, I'm going to take your pictures and I'm going to put it on Facebook. I'm going to take your pictures and I'm going to show it to everybody. What are you going to get out of that? It's a picture. What are you going to get out of it? Why do people feel that? Hold on. Antoinette said, that's right. And Lisa said, the power of the tongue is real. Lisa, the power of the tongue is real, but it's how much you give into it. Because people talk about you every day. People always out there trying to do things against you, but it's how you react. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to react to what they say? If you find a picture of me and it doesn't look good, matter of fact, the video that I did today, and I had my hair standing out, I look like a whole fool. But you know what? If somebody else would have got that picture and tried to put it out there, they would try to make me look bad. They would try to be saying all different sorts of things. You know, Kula done fell on bad times. Kula ain't doing this. She ain't doing that. No, Kula took her wig off, combed out her hair, put a headband on, and she went out. So with me, the only person who could tell my story is me. That's right, Cynthia says, so true. The only person that can tell your story is you. Antoinette said, people are so spiteful. Antoinette, you're right. They are spiteful. But again, it comes to how you respond. Sometimes you got to look at people and you got to laugh at them. You can't let them touch you. You know what I'm saying? because when people feel that they can get to you, that's when they move in for the kill. Again, like I said, if y'all saw that video earlier, I look like a whole fool. I'm standing outside in the sun. I'm squinting. But to me, okay, not a problem. Somebody else could have taken that picture. Lisa said, what's come out of the mouth of babes is positive or negative? 100, Lisa, 100. You can take a negative and make it a positive. Because like I said, I knew I looked crazy today, but at the same time, was I worried about it? No, because it was something else on my mind that I needed to do. So what, people was walking by looking at me thinking, wow, what's wrong with her? Hey, I'm living my best life, and that's just the way I do. Text messages. When you send somebody a text message, you got to be careful who you send people text messages to, and you got to be careful what message you put on that text message, because they got this thing that they do there, and I don't like it, and I think people are very, very rude and disrespectful for doing this right here. They screenshot your text message and pictures, and they send them out to other people. Why would you do something like that? If I say something to you again in confidence, if I'm sending you a message and I'm texting it to you, this is a message between me and you. So when you get mad with me, because I know I keep texts on my phone too, but that's because I'm just too lazy to delete them. Charmaine says, hold on, you guys. People sometimes do things to you to try to make themselves look better because they're jealous. Okay. Charmaine, I have this thing that I always say to people, and they think I'm crazy, but I always tell people, you need people like me to make you feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can put me down, it makes you feel good about yourself. But the problem is, you're going to have a hard time putting me down because I just don't lay down like that. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to make me get into my feelings and stuff like that. If you screenshot a text message and you send it, oh well. If you a picture, a secret, it's going to sting for a minute, but you would never know how it made me feel because I'm not going to respond to it. I'm going to laugh about it just like everybody else. I'm not going to get all upset and then come to you and want to confront you. No. So I'm going to leave you sitting there worrying. Is Aquila upset? Is Aquila mad? What's going on with this crazy girl? Because no. You won't use anything against me to hurt me because whatever you try to hurt me with, it's going to come back to you and hurt you. I strongly believe that if you do something to people intentionally to hurt them, it comes back to you worse than what you dished out. I feel that if it doesn't come back to you directly, it's going to come back to one of your loved ones. Somebody is going to catch the wrath of what you try to put out on somebody else. That's something that I strongly 100% believe in. People like to try to make you feel guilty. Remember when I did this for you? Remember when I loaned you this money? Remember when I let you stay at my house? Remember when I took you out to dinner? Well, guess what? If you're going to come back to me like this to try to make me feel guilty, why do it? Charmaine said, yes, she believes that as well. Because it's true. I've seen it happen too many times. Why try to guilt a person into doing something that they don't want to do? Does it make you feel good to see people squirm or see people like, all messed up and stuff like you don't caught them out there and it's like they don't have nowhere to go? Me, you can't guilt me into doing anything. It's either I want to do it or I don't want to do it. It's either I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it. But for you to try to guilt me, it's not going to work. But why would you want to guilt somebody into doing something that they don't want to do? When you guilt somebody into doing something that they don't want to do, they do it because they're forced and they're not happy with what they're doing. If they're not happy with what they're doing, how can you be happy being there with them and they're miserable? Come on, people. Let's get this one here. Let's get this together. Let's get it together. Now, you guys, I'm going to go a little bit deeper with this right here. And again, this right here is not to offend anybody. Remember what I always say? My mind, my thought. Okay, this is the one right here. Religion. Okay. Now, everybody got their own religion. Everybody has their own beliefs. We all do. But there are some people that they pick up the Bible and they read a certain line or a certain part, and that's it. They don't finish that whole scripture. They don't finish that whole chapter, that whole verse. They put one little line, and that one has to be the truth. And then they take that and they try to use it against you. You know, I know you guys have met people like that, that they, hold on. Tina said the devil is real and people are jealous when they see you doing great. Tina, you're 100% right. But people will pull out the Bible and they will read a certain one line. Then they ain't never read the Bible a day in their life, but they'll pull it out and they'll read one line. And when they read that one line, now they're an ordained minister and they can tell you everything about the Bible. But the thing about it is they tell you what they think that's going to hurt you, something that's going to intimidate you, something that's going to like make you think. But then at the same time, it doesn't do that to them. I know this lady, right? And she's a mother of the church. Thank you, Tina. This lady is a mother of the church, and she can tell you how you're supposed to act. She can tell you what you're doing and what you're not doing. But at the same time, this person is not doing it. You know what I'm saying? They got this saying said, judge ye not unless you be judged. You guys know what I'm saying? You got people that judge you because they take a little bit from the Bible. They don't read the whole thing. Remember what I'm saying there? Listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to put this down to you. They only take a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Just a little bit to make you think they know what they're talking about. But they don't know what they're talking about. So then when they tell you that, and if you weak-minded, you're going to take what they say and you're going to believe it. And you're going to run with it just like them, not having the facts and not reading everything that's involved in that passage that you're reading. Every story got a beginning, a middle, and an end. So you can't just take one part and think that you know everything that's going on. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now, I'm not knocking religion because I'm a spiritual person myself. 100% spiritual. You know what I'm saying to you? But I'm not going to take one little part of something and try to convince everybody else or try to save everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You can tell me in the Bible it say, thou should not commit adultery. You can say that to me. But then at the same time, you out running out doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. Understand what I'm saying? So people try to use religions against you to make you do something that they want you to do. Okay, understand what I'm saying. When I say no weapons formed against you shall prosper, I'm not talking about a physical weapon. It could be something mental, things that people try to use against you. People try to hurt you by doing things to make themselves happy. What kind of person is it that would want to see you broken up and miserable just to make them happy? What kind of person would want to step on you to make themselves look good? You got people that have knowledge of different things. You got people on your job that know stuff, but they don't want to teach you because they're afraid that if they teach you, you're going to get ahead of them. You're going to be the one that's going to be on the top. It doesn't matter because if they don't learn it from you, they're going to learn it from somebody else. People have to realize that I feel that the more that you give, the more that you put out to the universe to help other people, I feel that it comes back to you. I feel that when you close yourself off like this right here, I feel that you block your blessings. And I feel that when you blocking your blessings, you stop a whole lot of stuff from coming in. I feel that when you try to hinder somebody else, when you try to make somebody else feel bad or make somebody else give up, I think you do more damage to yourself than you do to that person. To see a person standing around and seeing them miserable and seeing that they're upset and you know that you are the reason why that person feels like that. I mean, come on. That got to be a miserable feeling for you. Tina says, misery loves company. But the thing about it, Tina, hey, Deidre, how are you? The thing about it, Tina, some people are so mean. Some people are so selfish that they can see you upset and they don't even care. Some people are so mean and so upset that they put you through changes like this right here and they would never see their fault in it. They would never see what they did to cause this right, because people are really, really quick to blame other people when they do stuff because people can never see what it is that they did wrong. That's why I say any weapon formed against me, it won't prosper. Anybody who lashes out at me or try to hurt me, oh no, honey, I'm bobbing and weaving like this right here, because a person cannot hurt me. The only way a person can hurt you is you have to give into what they're doing. If they're trying to guilt you into something, you have to give into that guilt to be hurt. Tina said, yeah, talk that truth. Tina, you know what I'm talking about, honey. You have to give into it. You know what I'm saying? You have to give a person permission to hurt you. I don't give nobody permission to hurt me, because for you to give in and let them do that stuff, you gave them permission. So will it prosper against it? No, because nobody can hurt you. You have to take control of your own life. You have to take control of your own destiny. You cannot let people use stuff against you. You can't let them intimidate you. You can't let them guilt you. You can't let them hold stuff against you. You can't let them manipulate you. You have to stand strong, and you have to stand on your own ground and be yourself. You can't let people take advantage of you. You can't let people hurt you, and then you just stand there and you just take it. You have to be a bigger person. You have to be a stronger person. You have to be able to bob and weave when you see the nonsense coming out. As the young kids always say, you miss me with that one. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't accept this stuff. You can't let these people just do this stuff to you. No weapon formed against me, against you, should prosper. You have to take control of yourself today. Stop all that nonsense. Stop letting people take advantage of you. Stop letting people put stuff in your head. Stop letting people hurt you. You got to be your own self. That is the only way that you will be able to survive, because this world that we live in, no matter how good you are, no matter how hard you try, there's always somebody out there that's trying to bring you down. Hey, Renee, how are you? There's always somebody trying to stop you. There's always somebody trying to make you feel guilty about what you're doing. No matter what you're doing, no matter how hard you're working, there's always somebody trying to bring you down. Always somebody trying to stop you. There's always somebody telling you why you can't do this, why you shouldn't do this. There's somebody always out there doing it. But what you got to do, you got to stand strong. You got to stand your ground, stand in your place, and you got to say to yourself, no weapon formed against me should prosper. You have to take control. You have to move on. You have to push these people out of the way. If you got to bob and weave all day long, me, I stay prayed up and I bob and weave, because I refuse to let anybody take me down. I refuse to give in, to give anybody permission to make me feel bad about myself. I refuse to give in to anybody's guilt. I refuse. I refuse. And people tell me, oh, you uppity, you stuck up. No, I'm none of that. I'm just myself, and I refuse. Lisa says, the devil stay busy. Lisa, it's a whole lot of them out there, but that's why you got the bob and weave, sis. You got the bob and weave. You got to keep them off you. You cannot let people destroy you. You cannot let people control your life. You cannot let people dictate what you're supposed to do. You got people to come up to, I like this one right here too. People come up to me and say, you think you cute. And know what I always say? Well, I did think it, but you just confirmed it by telling me this. You know what I'm saying? So when you say something like that to me, I'm supposed to be like, oh no, I'm not cute. A girl told me on my job just the other day. Tina said we have to fight the devil war against the devil. You're 100% right. But you know what, Tina? A lot of people have the devil within them. You know what I'm saying to you? They have it within them. And that's why they like stuff like this. They like to pick at you. You know what I'm saying? Gashing up the skin. You know what I'm saying? They like to see people bleed and stuff. But the thing is, Tina, you got to be strong. The girl told me the other day on the job, she said, I've never in my life heard nobody say they were pretty besides you. I said, because I don't need a validation from anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to wait for somebody to say, you a pretty girl, because I can look in the mirror and I can say for myself, you know what? You a pretty girl. Because people want you to think, oh, you conceited because you know what? You think that you're pretty, so you're conceited. So now what people do now they done got into your head. That's that weapon I'm talking about right there. So now you start doubting yourself. Your insecurities start to kick in there. Oh, you know what? Am I pretty? Maybe I'm not that pretty at all. listen, you better let it go. You better learn how to bob and weave. I'm telling you, bob and weave. Stop letting that stuff get to you. It doesn't have to be a gun. It doesn't have to be a knife. It doesn't have to be any type of physical weapon that you can put your hand on. When I say no weapon, I mean people getting in your head. People trying to destroy you from the inside out. Okay, you guys, I've done my 30 minutes and I feel like, I feel rejuvenated. I don't know about you guys, but I feel rejuvenated. I feel that nobody can hurt me. I feel that nobody can hurt you guys. I feel that as long as you stay strong and you remember, only thing that can hurt you is what you allow to hurt you. So you do not allow people to hurt you. I'm going to bring this to a close, but before I do, I got to say this right here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys noticed this week I've changed my YouTube channel. So now you guys can go in and you can subscribe to Diva-Ville. Make sure when you do Diva-Ville, you put a hyphen between Diva and Ville. Make sure you do that. So you make sure you get the right one. Now all of my shows are all right there together. So now what I do once this is over, I'm going to upload this right here to YouTube also. You guys, thank you, Renee. Renee said it's a very good topic. Thank you. I'm going to upload the show to to YouTube. So now you guys, this is what I need for you to do. I got to get some subscribers on YouTube because I have a new channel. So I need for you guys, listen what I'm saying to you. I need for you guys to go to YouTube and subscribe to Diva-Ville, all right? Subscribe. You guys will know that is my channel because you guys know what I look like, right? Thank you, Antoinette. Antoinette said it's a great topic also. So I need for you guys to go there. Thank you, Charmaine. Charmaine says, always a great show. Thank you. I appreciate it. I need for you guys to go to YouTube, subscribe to my channel, Diva-Ville. Leave comments, good, bad, or indifferent. Leave comments. I need subscribers. You guys tell all your friends, your cousins, your enemies, all those ones that's hating on you. Tell them to get some positivity into their life. Thank you, Tina. Tell them to get some positivity into their lives. Subscribe to Diva-Ville so they can get their lives, so they can find out what's going on. Also, you guys, don't forget, you can go and get merchandise from Demarca at bandcamp.com. I still got the bags, the t-shirts, the water bottles. Also, the podcast is there. You can download my podcast also so that whenever you can get in here and look at me, you can listen to it while you're working out, while you're driving to work, while you're on the train. Listen to me. And last but not least, you guys, thank you again for joining in with me tonight. And tune in every Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. to find out what's going on in my mind. Love you guys. Good night.